So I went for a run and I found this on the side of the street. It's a keyboard. It's a cheap Chinese one. Damaged. Yeah, but should I pick it up? Yeah, probably I will pick it up. So, but I'm too far from home, so maybe I will come back later by car. See you later. If you're still there when I come back. Anyways, back to the morning run. Okay, let's see if we can revive this cheap generic keyboard. First, let's have a quick look. The brand name is Livingstone. So it's like we have 128 rhythms, and same thing with tones, 128. Model number AK-171. Yep. And input is 12 volt, center positive. I'm afraid that there will be some insects, cockroaches, snails, and dirt inside. Before I take it apart and clean it, let me see if it turns on. 12 volt in. Well, it blinked. The LCD blinked. It looks like the power button is broken or something. Volume, no sound. So it turns on, but there is no sound whatsoever. The keys work. Keys work. Yeah, let's take it apart. Okay, let's have a closer look. No insects or anything, that's good, but there are a lot of dirt. This speaker is damaged. I don't think it's working. And this is the main processor. This is the RAM. The room. This is the room with the sounds, whatever. This is the amplification board. Yeah, it should be easy. We'll take it apart further, clean the body, fix the broken parts, then go to the electronics. Okay, while waiting for the parts to dry out, we just wash them. Let's inspect the circuit board and see if we can see any fault. Everything looks good. Let's give it a try again. You can see it turns on. Let's play demo music or something. Which one is it? Start. Okay, now this is, I think, rhythm playing. Let's disconnect this faulty speaker. Put it aside. So this is the brain of the keyboard. This is a ROM chip by the look of it, and all the voices probably here saved. And on the back, this is the main processor made by Sunnyway in 2012. And this is the power board and the amplification. You can see there is one capacitor bulging, but it shouldn't affect this sound, because this is, I think, for the power. Bulging a little bit. So let me remove the heatsink and see what kind of chip we have here. To look for the data sheet. We have a KA2206B. This one here is the 7805 5-volt power regulator. It should be fine because it's providing power to the logic board. So the issue is with this. Okay, now I turned it on and I brought external amp. And let's see if we get any signal. So according to the data sheet, these pins are the input. Put the ground on the ground, and what pin is it? It's 11 and 2. No, it's 8 and 5. 11 and 2, this is the output. 8 and 5, so here nothing. Yep, we have audio, which means the signal goes to the chip, but for some reason the chip doesn't generate output signal. So probably the chip is dead. Let's see if we can find the demo song. Drums, demo. This one is demo. The demo is here. With my finger and press. Is it playing or not? Yeah, now I think it's playing. Let's hear the first demo song. Anyways, so now we know we need to work with this chip. Maybe I will reflow the solder, check the caps surrounding it, and see if we can get it working again. If not, we'll replace it. Come on, I was waiting for this to dry and it started raining, and now the sun is back. Let's put it inside, otherwise it may rain again. Put it here.
What is your first name? My first name is language.
Is anti-democratic.
They are quite literally trying to dismantle democracy.
Like, should we actually be terrified about the future of American democracy? And what exactly am I afraid of here? Like, what is actually the threat?
We're going to the Capitol.
So much of this is caught up in, like, voting benefits Democrats. That's not always the case. And it's not going to be the opposite, like this study. That are voting all these voter suppression laws?
In the last couple of years, Virginia has gone the opposite direction of voter suppression. They passed laws to make it easier to vote. And what we saw last year. One piece of this, there are lots of pieces that are being put in place.
Oh. Okay.
We're taking 100 seats, and we're going to govern for 100 years.
The next part of the plan for
skyscraper that you can see play out here. The term skyscraper dates back to the 1880s or so, but it had precedents and things that were very tall, and that's what it meant. It meant the topmost sail of a sailing ship. It meant a particularly high top hat that a man might wear, a stovepipe hat. It meant a horse that was particularly tall. So that idea of a silhouette against the skyline is the thing that people think of in their mind's eye when they hear the word skyscraper. They're not high-rise.
In tandem to change skyscraper construction as a process and a concept.
Okay, so here, they're setting the curtain wall on what we call the crown, which is the area above the roof. So they have a monorail system up around the top of the crown, and they pull the panels off of a lower floor and vertically they set them.
Facade work at 2 Manhattan West, 58-story office tower, was coming to a close in April 2022.
So they pull them up from one spot, and then they walk them over, and then they set them in place. So we are about halfway, a little more than halfway done. Again, you can't be scared of heights, right?
But the work starts long before a single beam is secured.
You can't even start shoveling ground until you have your design completely worked out. You know.
يقوم من خلال هذه أي عمل قد يربك قواتنا الأمنية، لذلك من واجبنا قليل جدا يعني عناصر داعش أنا مثل ما ذكر تقريركم الكريم تبقى عدد قليل جدا أغلبهم محليين يتنقلون على شكل مفارز ولكن هؤلاء أيضا يشكلون خطورة من خلال تنقلهم من خلال ما يقدم لهم من دعم من مضافات ومن أيضا حواضن لهم ولذلك نحن مصممين.
طب كان هناك حديث عن إفشال مخطط لزعزعة الأمن في محافظة الأنبار، يعني ما هي تفصيلات هذه العملية؟ حجم وأهمية المعلومات الاستخبارية والاستدلال فيها وما الذي كان مستهدف خلاله؟
يعني مثل ما ذكر السيد قائد الشرطة بأنه مجموعة لها ارتباطات بالخارج وهذه المجموعة تتلقى تعليماتها من الخارج. تمكنت الشرطة من خلال متابعة وملاحقة لهم من تحديد مطورة مثل الكي 50 وكذلك ال170 ولكن تسعى إلى الحصول على طائرات متفوقة. التحالف الدولي يدعمنا في
الأهلية هو مسؤولية وزارة الصحة، لكن عدم قبول عضويتهم في نقابة الصيادلة يعني حرمانهم من امتيازات فتح صيدليات خاصة ومداخل للأدوية، وهي امتيازات يطمح لتحقيقها كثير من خريجي الكليات الطبية. أيوب رضا الحرة، بغداد.
في الوقت الذي
مؤسساتي فيلتزمون بها. لما يوجد دستور لا يلتزمون بالمبادئ الدستور والتراخيص الدستورية إذا لم يكن لديهم نية نزيهة للتعامل مع النظام الديمقراطي ومع المواطنين ومع الشؤون.
Facilities, the means to print their own money here because they never have. So what money they have here is it, basically, and it has to last until God knows when. So, but look at the state of some of this money. Look.
And Arizona, with construction preparations already starting in Texas. According to the Intercept, U.S. Customs and Border Protection confirmed that work on the border wall that began under Trump is revving back up under Biden. Starting next month, contractors will return to the Sonoran Desert in Arizona to resume work on the wall. This includes the Tucson sector, the border, and there are some big gaps in the wall in Yuma, like this one, which could explain why it's such a popular border crossing. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey is trying to get the jump on the Biden administration by plugging these gaps with shipping containers. Yes, shipping containers. Kind of like when you run out of Legos and you have to start digging into your little spy. Border controls are expelled. According to government numbers, last month, about a third of the migrants encountered at the border were expelled under Title 42, the COVID public health policy. But a growing number of the migrants have been exercising their
professionals. The financial support was incredible, but the confidence it gave me was almost more meaningful. I needed the encouragement that others outside of my close circle wanted to see me succeed and that they were willing to make an investment in it. I made it my goal to invest in someone's future one day too, even if I didn't know them. Last year, about 4 years doing marketing and PR. Professional opportunity can be given in so many different forms. For some, it is the hands-on experience of an intern exist in our proudest moments because someone else saw us and lifted us. Now it's time to be that someone for someone else. The opportunities
in the wealthiest circles of Victorian England, bizarre fads ran rampant, but perhaps none was as strange as the tapeworm diet, in which dieters swallowed an unhatched tapeworm and let it grow inside them by consuming undigested meals.
So I did reflow the chip. There was called solder joints, and so I reflow the solder joints around the chip, and it didn't work. Instead, it started heating up, so which means the chip is dead. So I took it out. This is the chip itself, this one, and I didn't find any replacement in my spare parts. So what I did is I got a power amplification board that I have pre-assembled, and put it here and just connected it to the places. These are the speaker output going to the headphone jack and then to the speakers. These are the input coming from the board to the logic board directly from here to there, and the power. This is the power going to the 5-volt. Even though this board works between 6-volt to 14-volt. I have the thing from the board. This is it. This is the working voltage from 6-volt to 15-volt. This board is from PC speakers. I fed it with the 12 volts directly from here, but I didn't see any difference, so I gave it 5-volt, and now it's working. I even replaced the dead speaker. This is the old one. Tried to fix it, but it's still bent. I put a smaller one because I don't have anyone similar, but it's the same values, even better. This one is 10 watts. The original one is 5 watts, but both are 4 ohm. So now the keyboard works. Let me give you a quick demonstration. This is piano. And let's activate the sustain to make the sounds better. Yeah, as you can see, it's working. So I put this board temporarily till I find the replacement IC. But now I'm thinking about it. It's a cheap keyboard, so maybe we'll leave this here and just call it fixed, because it's not worth it. It's not like a brand name or quality keyboard. It's just a cheap with a broken case. So let me assemble it and give it a proper test. And here is the keyboard fully assembled. Let's have a quick listen to the sounds. First thing, piano. Let's activate the sustain so it will sound better. Piano. The LCD display is very faint. I can't, hard to see. You have to do it like this to see. Right, we have 127 tones and 127 rhythm. Organ, rock organ, church organ. Anyways, the sounds are mediocre, so I'm not gonna play everything. Let's play some of the rhythms. Where is the option? Anyways, that's it. I'm not gonna play everything. So here you have it, the Livingstone AK-171. I may record the demo songs in a separate video, but that's not for sure. If I do, they will be linked at the end of this video.